his life for Yahweh Shai Mashiach in Christ and fall up under that UPK banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary. It's all about that warfare, boy. It's all about that warfare, boy.
It's all about that warfare, boy.
Exactly what 5-1.
It's all about that warfare, boy. It's all about that warfare, boy.
Have you ever wondered what would happen if you actually sat down and talked with me?
Hey, Shalom Israel. So Shalom Israel. This is the ISUPK. Started out of 1 West Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana since 1969. We're here to teach, so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans their true history, heritage, and culture. In today's class, we're going to be going into what UFOs are, right? They call UFOs, they call them UFOs, like unidentified objects, right? But, we call them IFOs, Right. We do know they are. We do know exactly what they are, identified objects, okay? And these objects that we're seeing, they've been making reports on in the news lately, that the government has also confirmed are real, which has been in the air. Which has been in the air that are they real? Are they is it only in the movies? But the ISUPK has been teaching this truth, teaching what they are. We have identified them since 1969.
That's right.
You understand? It hasn't been a mystery. Okay, because we know what the Lord gave His word to us and showed us what His word is talking about. Okay, so we do know what they are, and Slakia. So we're gonna be going into that, and also we're gonna be going into the Lord's judgment. Okay, His impending judgment.
That's right.
That's coming on earth. So the Lord's gonna judge the earth with those chariots that they call the UFOs, and He also is gonna cause the kings of the earth to go to war with each other and the people as well. You understand? So we're gonna be going into that. I'm not gonna be too long winded on that, but I am priest and officer Nakwa. All right, and here I have with me priest and officer Razana Yash.
Wow.
All right, and we're gonna be touching based on that. We also probably, maybe if we have time, we're gonna hit on some articles as well. We're gonna touch base on some articles if we have time for that. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's live. It's too loud.
We might though. We might
hit up an article or two today, Israel, but you know what I'm saying. So
right.
from me, you know what I'm saying. I'm a salute to all the brothers. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Barakatam.
Right.
Salute to all the sisters. Yahweh Shamar Alatam Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Thank you guys for tuning in. And if you could, do us a favor, do your nation a favor.
Like and
subscribe, and share this video. You know what I'm saying? That these priests and prophets and ISUPK work across many platforms. We're trying to push this truth out. You know what I'm saying? We're not out here trying to recruit nobody. We're trying to wake you up to let you know you have your own culture, man.
Right.
Time is running short, man. You know what I'm saying? Like and share, subscribe to this video, this class. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're on goddamn, we're in person, man. We're boots on the ground. You know what I'm saying? We're on these street corners. We're waking up our people.
Right.
When the doors to the Christian church have been closed, us priests and prophets in ISUPK, our boots are on the ground. We're out there in the forefront, man.
Right.
Because we give a damn about our people, man. Just like Christ walked amongst His own people, we have our mission, man. Israel, so-called blacks, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans, you are the Lord's portion. You are our responsibility, man.
That's right.
You are the only ones that we're reaching out to, man. This truth is not for anybody. The Bible is not written for everybody. The Bible is holy, man.
Right.
And holy means separate, man. The Bible is a holy book. It's a separate set of records for a specific, deliberate set of people that the Most High chose, man.
That's right.
All the other nations, man. If you're not an Israelite, if you're a Moab, if you're Chinese, Japanese, East Indian, African, you are beneath Israel, man. And this is in the Bible, man.
That's right.
We're not out here trying to puff ourselves up, man. Everything that we teach is backed up by these scriptures, man.
That's right.
We don't add anything to the Bible, and we don't take nothing from it, man. And on that note, you know what I'm saying, we always like to say, if you want to follow along in class, we suggest you start with the Israelite Starter Kit, man. You get you a copy of the 1611 King James Version of the Bible, which is the only Bible which is directly translated from the ancient Hebrew, Israel, which is your language. So-called blacks, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans. The ancient Hebrew is your language, man.
Right.
The King James Version of the Bible is the only version directly translated from our native tongue, man. And as well, get you a copy of the Apocrypha, which is the set of records between the Old and the New Testament, which our oppressor deliberately removed from the text, man, because he wanted to hide our culture from us, man. That's an evil deed right there, man.
That's right.
But this right here, if you get a copy of this is another step for you reclaiming your culture, Israel.
Right.
So get you a copy of the Apocrypha. It's usually published in this red book that you see here. And as another backup reference, we suggest you get the copy of the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. We do make a lot of references to the definitions in this book, so they're really tight, man. But yeah, those would be the three references you'll need: the King James Version of the Bible, the Apocrypha, and then the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, man.
Right.
So tune in and follow along, man, because these classes, the ISUPK period is the home of the truth, man. You're not gonna find it anywhere else, man.
That's right.
Stay tuned to these classes. Even if you don't listen to our class, man, we have classes all across the world, man. North, Central, and South America. We're giving our people no excuse, man. We're out here waking up our people, man.
That's right.
No excuse. The internet is a tool when using it to push out this truth, man.
Right.
Go ahead, Salah.
I know. Hey, outstanding, priest. Outstanding, man. You know what I'm saying? The priest is right, man. You know, and get into these classes, man. Study. You know what I'm saying? Like listen to the priests and prophets. This is the home of the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? And don't keep wasting time and just thinking that you have all this time Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the judgment is just going to linger forever. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a whole lot of time. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure that you're coming back to the Most High and keeping those laws, statutes, commandments. And better yet, man, come here and get in all black and get in the ISUPK and learn under the true priests and prophets. You understand?
That's right.
Under commanding General Yohana. Okay?
That's right.
Because we are not affiliated with any other Israelite group.
That's right.
Okay? All right? We are the original. We are the first. You know what I'm saying? The first school. All these other camps that rose up later on, they're gonna come and they're gonna come into this school. They're all gonna come back as Commanding General Yohana has put out the invitation to for all camps to come together.
That's right.
Right? And they are gonna do that eventually. Okay. But without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and start with the lesson. We're gonna go into the book of Zechariah, chapter 5, verse 1. Okay, because we got to first of all, we're gonna need to identify what are these so-called UFOs, these unidentified objects that's flying around. They glow, all right, and they move and zigzag sometimes. Sometimes they might fly in a straight line, but it's not a plane, right? I'm not sure if who's seen chariots before. We've seen chariots before. We know this to be true. We've seen them in the scriptures, and this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to show and prove what those are, what these identified objects are. Okay. And they are the chariots of the Lord.
That's right.
All right. And the priests and prophets from before, they've also witnessed these chariots as well. And they described them. Same thing that we see. They've described the same thing throughout the scriptures. Okay. So without further ado, priest, if we don't mind getting that scripture.
Another one come.
All
this is Zechariah chapter 5, verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes.
Right. So Zechariah, he turned and he looked up. He's looking up, right? And he's looking up into the eye, right? I mean, looking up into the sky, right? Go ahead.
And looked, and behold.
Behold means to see something, right? Go ahead.
A flying roll.
Like a flying roll. Like he's looking up into the sky, right? As we do when we see these so-called unidentified objects. He's looking up into the sky and he's identifying these he's calling it a flying roll, which means just a circular object or a circular vehicle moving, right? A flying roll, right? Go ahead.
Verse 2. And he said unto me, what seest thou?
Right, go ahead.
And I answered, I see a flying roll.
Right, it's flying. He said this thing is flying, a flying roll. This object, this circular object is flying. I mean, it's above him. It's like a cloud, right? I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but it's moving around, up in the air, and it's a flying roll, right? And it's not a plane, obviously, because this is back in the time of Zechariah, right? And we know a lot of times, some of these Navy pilots, for years and maybe over 50 years have been claiming to see this same flying roll that Zechariah is actually seeing here. Okay, this flying roll is a chariot of God, right? But so like you want to go ahead? Actually, start from verse 2 from the top.
Another one comes, verse 2. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll.
Right.
The length thereof is 20 cubits.
Right. Go ahead.
And the breadth thereof 10 cubits.
Right. So this thing it was like around 10 feet or so. Right. It was like it had some width. Right. But go ahead.
Verse 3. Then said he unto me.
Right. This is the Lord said to Zechariah. Go ahead.
This is the curse.
The what?
The curse.
No, the blessing.
The curse.
No, the joyful, love that the Lord is about to send on the earth.
The curse.
The curse. This is the Lord's calling this a curse. Zechariah is calling this a curse. Excuse me. The Lord is calling this a thing a curse, not a blessing.
Right.
Right. This is what the Lord is going to use to judge the earth. Right. Go ahead.
That goeth forth over the face of the whole earth.
Right. Because these things have been spotted everywhere. Every nation, they've all even in ancient civilizations, they have even depicted these objects on the walls and in paintings. You understand? These objects are the chariots. This is what Zechariah is telling you, right? These chariots have been all over throughout the all face of the earth, man. They're gonna be all over the earth when Christ returns,
That's
right?
right.
But I want to jump ahead of myself. Salaki, do you mind go ahead?
Come. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off.
Right. It says this is the curse, that this is the punishment that the Lord is going to send throughout all the earth for everyone that stealeth. What does it mean? What does it mean by for everyone that stealeth? Right. The people that's like your church pastor that be stealing all that money, right? All that money, he's saying, oh yes, sow your seed, and we're gonna put it into the building fund. And the building, and nothing in the building never gets fixed or nothing good. He never does anything for the community, right? Or like why every time when you might drive past a church, the church building is all built up and it looks just magnificent. It might take up 2 blocks. This is a beautiful church. The pastor got a nice car, but everything in the community is destroyed. Right. The homes are destroyed. There ain't no black businesses being created. You know what I'm saying? People out there strung out. They're dying. People catching the bus to the church house. You ain't feeding the people. You're not feeding the homeless. You're not doing nothing. You're not helping the community. You're not building up schools.
Right.
You're not putting money into banks for black people to have banks and commerce. You understand? It's destroyed. So you stealing that money and putting it into your own bank, or you taking his word. Right? The pastor might take the word, the Bible, these scriptures, and use it to serve his own purpose. To get it for his own gain, right. This is what you call stealing, right? Another when it goes into the word stealing, it can also be talking about what? Talking about these people that have stolen our culture.
That's right.
That have stolen our identity. Right. That are claiming to be us, right? The people that say they are the Jews and are not, as the scripture has said, right? That's what the Lord's talking about, man. The Lord's going to send a punishment to those people, man. A punishment to the Muslims, right? To the Muslims who taken out of this book, taking the scriptures out of this book and tried to put it in their book, and they make it seem like Muhammad is a prophet of God, right? A prophet, and they even took the Lord's name, right? Now not took the Lord's name, but took like his words and made it and gave it another name, right? Like Allah. Like that's not the Lord's name. Yeah. We know the Lord's name is Yahweh. That's right. Right, but go ahead.
And everyone that sweareth.
No, Salaki, start from for everyone that stealeth.
Salaki. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it.
Right. Go ahead.
And everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it.
He said everyone that sweareth, right? Like you out here talking about you swear to God, bro. I'm gonna pay you back, brother. I'm gonna pay you back that $20, but I swear to God, like you swearing, right? You swearing, and you're lying, and not only that, but you swearing, you swearing, and you're not supposed to be putting on nothing on God, like you know what I'm saying? Right. You're not supposed to be doing that, man. Also, they might swear by another God, right? And how they do that? They might swear by Allah. They might swear by Buddha. They might swear to another God that is not the Most High. They're not. They might not. They're not serving the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like keeping those laws, statutes, and commandments. But they'll put their trust and their hope into a false God, right? But go ahead.
Verse 4: I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts.
Right. The Lord's going to bring this punishment forth. This is definitely coming to pass. You understand? Go ahead.
And it shall enter into the house of the thief.
Oh, Salaki, go back up to saith the Lord.
Salaki, verse 4, I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts.
Right, saith the Lord of hosts. And also that host is talking about the Lord of hosts is talking about an army, man. When these chariots come back, man, it's going to be an army of chariots, right? It was just in the news recently. I believe it may have been last month, I believe, or the month prior, where a Navy ship on the coast of, I believe, either San Francisco. We might bring that out too. Maybe off the coast of San Francisco, where it was reported that it was a swarm of they call them UFOs. It was a swarm of chariots, right? And they were witnessing this. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is showing you that this judgment is coming.
Right.
This is an impending judgment. And they know that and let me tell you something, man. Don't think that your oppressor doesn't know these things. Like, he knows what a chariot is. He knows they're not unidentified because how do we know that he knows what they are? Because he has created a space force. He is getting a military to go into space to try to fight with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And we already know how this story ends, right? But they think, you got to understand something, man. They think they're going to go to war with the Lord and win. This is why they have movies like the Independence Day, right? They got movies like what's another one? Like Independence Day. They got movies like they make several movies about these so-called spaceships. These so-called spaceships coming to the Earth, and America and all the nations of the Earth go to war with the spaceship, right? And they win in the movies, right? But Will Smith and what's the dude?
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff. Yeah, they're not going to save the day this time, man.
Hell no.
The Lord's judgment is definitely set on this place and throughout all the earth, man. Okay, because he's going to bring Christ is going to come back and bring the judgment to this place, man. But I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Do you mind reading from verse 4 from the beginning, Baba Kusha?
Verse 4. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts.
Right. Go ahead.
And it shall enter into the house of the thief.
Right, the house of the person who didn't steal.
Into the house of the thief.
The house of the thief, man. This is the same people that's been stealing all over the earth. Like, you either stealing our culture, our history, heritage, and culture, right? And claiming it to be yours. You claiming to be the real Jews, right? Or you claiming to be the Native Americans.
Right.
You claiming to be whoever our oppressor went and conquered. They go there and they therefore claim the original people of that land, man. Like the Australian, right? They go there and it's not now they Australian, right? But we see those people, the Aboriginal people over there, dying of all kind of diseases and just dying away on the coast. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they the Australians, man, right? They even in Europe, man. You can't even call them those Europeans. You can't even call them Europeans because they weren't there first, man. As a matter of fact, the so-called Israel was there in the beginning, man. It was black people over there ruling in Europe.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But it wasn't. They will never show you that, man. They'll whitewash everything, man. This is why you got so many people saying the King James. Oh, yeah, King James was a white man. King James was a white man, but King James was a black man, actually.
That's right.
Right. King James was a black man, and he was actually the ruler of what they call today the UK, right? But actually, excuse me, he was the ruler of England and Scotland. You understand? He was ruling like 3 kingdoms at one time, man. Right? But they'll claim your oppressor will claim to be any people who he's come any nation who he's come in contact with, man. After he destroyed and raped, robbed, and murdered the true inhabitants of the land. You understand what I'm saying? So those ghosts also go into the thieves and the people that steal. It's also talking about these pastors and these other religions that come into our book and they steal our the scriptures out of the Bible, man, and try to act like this is their book, or try to act like Moses. It's like try to act like Muhammad had some kind of blessing from the Most High. What I mean by that is basically trying to say that he is a prophet of the Lord, man. When all the Lord's prophets were Israelites. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All of the Lord's prophets, man.
Right.
Not an Arab,
Yeah.
not an Ishmaelite. You understand? Those are not the Lord's chosen people, man, at all. Okay. So like you mind reading? Go back to where it says, that scripture where it says thief, the house of the thief.
It shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name.
Right, swearing falsely by his name, right? Or you swearing by another god. You swearing by Allah. You swearing by Buddha. You swearing by Shiva, right? You swearing by all these other gods. You know, I swear to God. You saying you swearing? You swearing to God, right? You swearing falsely. You lying. You know what I'm saying? Are you putting you taking your heart and your trust and putting it to another God? The Lord is just an idol, man. Has nothing to do with the Most High, right? But go ahead.
And it shall remain in the midst of his house.
Right. Go ahead.
And shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof.
Right, the Lord's going to send this punishment, man, and it's gonna come and destroy all these houses, all these idols, and all these false prophets, all these people that have stolen, you know what I'm saying, and swear falsely. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's going to send his chariots for punishment, man. When Christ returns, man, with these chariots, he's coming with war and bloodshed, man.
Right.
It's not coming to, like he's going to come and the sky's going to open up and it's going to be, beautiful white little angels with, butt naked babies coming out with little wings, right? He's coming back with cotton candy and hugs, and he's going to be a white man, and he's going to have blue eyes and be wearing the same clothes as Romans wore. You know, a Roman toga. You know what I'm saying? That Christ ain't coming back. The real Christ, whose name is Mashiach Yahushua.
Yahushua Mashiach.
You're right. Say it again.
Yahushua and Mashiach.
Yahushua and Mashiach. He's coming back for war and bloodshed. Okay. Right. So if you don't mind, continue to verse 5, unless you already wrote that, read that.
Verse 5. Then the angel that talked with me went forth and said unto me, Lift up now thine eyes and see what is this that goeth forth.
Right. So it's talking about that. It's talking about the chariot, man. It's talking about the chariot that he's seeing go forth, man. Next scripture we'll bring is Ezekiel 1:16. Okay. Talking about this chariot, man. This chariot is going to be coming. The Lord's going to send this punishment, and it's going to send this punishment. He calls it a punishment or curse, right, to judge the earth, man. Right. Okay. You got that scripture, sir?
1:16, sir.
Without Khan. Right. 1:16.
Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 16.
Right. Go ahead.
The appearance of the wheels and their work was
It says the appearance of what?
Of the wheels.
They call them a wheel now, right? So see, Zechariah called this thing a roll, right? But they're trying to describe what they're seeing, right? Because there weren't planes and helicopters and things like that, objects flying like that in the sky, right? At this time, you understand? But when they see it, it looks like a roll, a flying roll, or what do you call it?
A wheel.
A wheel, right? A circle, some circular object is flying, right? This is the appearance of it. But go ahead.
The appearance of the wheels and their work was like unto the color of a beryl, and they four had one likeness.
Oh, so this is the color of this wheel. The color of this wheel was the color of a beryl. So it's bright, right? It's a bright color, right? And then it says, and go ahead.
And they four had one likeness.
Right. Okay, go ahead.
And their appearance and their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel.
Man, so this thing was a wheel in the middle of a wheel, right? So this is picture something like that. It's an object that's it's spinning, or it's like a whirlwind. It's moving, like it's a moving object, like spinning like a wheel. Right? Understand? And it was a wheel within a wheel. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 17. When they went upon their four sides.
Right. They went upon the four sides. Right. So meaning, basically what it's saying is it can move it can move in either direction, man. It can move to the left, to the right, to the front, to the back. It moved either way. Okay. It wasn't like how you see planes today where they'll fly straight. You understand? Or they'll fly, or maybe they can turn a little bit. They can turn and go that way, but they're still flying in a straight direction, whichever way the nose of the plane or the helicopter is going. That is the way they're going to go. But this wheel within a wheel, this flying roll, it can move in either direction. it didn't, it is not bound to one direction. You understand? So this is something different, man. This is something, and as a matter of fact, when you go into the some of these reports that these Navy pilots have reported, they do just that. They able to maneuver through the skies the same way Ezekiel is describing. You understand? So this is what's going on. But go ahead.
Like verse 17, when they went upon their four sides,
right,
and they turned not when they went.
Right. So meaning they didn't have to, like as I was talking about a plane, right? Like a plane or a helicopter or any flying object that man has created. Those things have to go like that if they turn this way, go down. They got to do this. But when this flying scroll, right, this flying wheel within a wheel, when it moves, it doesn't have to go like this. It doesn't have to go like that. It moves any kind of way. It doesn't have to turn or do anything like that. You understand? It's just stationary. You understand? But it moves.
Salakia.
Real good.
If I may, that just goes to show, like, the fact that we're bringing out what for many years have been called UFOs, unidentified flying objects. Us as priests and prophets in the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana, we're actually giving you the breakdown and giving you the truth about a quote unquote unsolved mystery, man. These chariots are real, man.
Right.
And they are what I would say the pinnacle of Israelite technological, supremacy, man. These chariots, man. Nobody else can replicate that, man. This is Israel. This is part of your culture, man.
Right.
When you see these chariots, these so-called UFOs moving in the skies, whether they're up close or seen as little bright dots, that's you, Israel. Just like this menorah, man. That's you, Israel. This headscarf that we wear. So like I already forgot. What do you call these?
Oh, war scars.
War scars. You know what I'm saying? The fact that we wear all black, we wear our dawadas, our fringes. You know what I'm saying? These chariots are a part of your culture, Israel. And there's a lot of power even in just describing it, man.
Right.
If you have a wheel, something that's shaped of a circle, you know what I'm saying? When the oppressors' vehicles for moving in the heavens are shaped like planes, like arrows, man. They have to move in one direction, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They can't just, if they want to go east, they can't just go east. They have to make wide turns and spend lots of fuel, you know what I'm saying, lots of money just to make these maneuvers in the heavens.
Right.
These chariots, which is Israelite technological supremacy, you know what I'm saying? They move like this, man. Like we're governed under a whole nother set of physics, man.
Right.
These other nations can't even tap into it, man.
That's right.
This belongs to you, Israel, man. This is power over here, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? This is our future, man. And it's in the Bible, man. It's all the mysteries are here in this Bible, man. And these priests and prophets will give you the breakdowns on any verse, man. And that's what we're doing, man. This is not a mystery. We're not freestyling. Like we say every time. I said at the beginning of class, we don't take nothing from the Bible, and we don't add anything to it, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Any other brother in this school will teach you the exact same thing that we're telling you now, man.
That's right.
This ain't new information, man. It's been available to everybody since the Bible's been available to humankind, for Israel, really. Right. The Bible didn't belong to nobody else, man. The chariots are vehicles, and they don't belong to anybody else. Nobody else have business riding on a chariot, but a so-called black, a so-called Latino, or so-called Native American man, woman, and child, man.
That's right.
You know I'm saying, when we claim your culture, Israel, I'm saying these chariots belong to you, man. They're in your corner, man. But I pray that when they come, man, like we just broke out, they're gonna come like a curse. They're gonna come like an army and about to tear stuff up, man. So we just pray that y'all get on the right side of the Most High's wrath, man. That protection, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I went off. Go ahead.
No, you talk. The priest is absolutely right, man. It's absolutely right. These chariots is coming. They're coming. When Christ returns with these chariots, he's coming for the salvation only of black, so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans. You understand? He's not coming for all these other nations, man. As a matter of fact, all these other nations are going to be trying to fight against the Most High, right? Because they don't know the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? They've been the ones that's been oppressing the so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans, right? So they definitely catching the punishment.
Right.
You understand? But it's like the priest was saying, like these UFOs, these so-called UFOs, these chariots described in the scriptures, they define the laws of physics as even the U.S. government has even stated, right, in documents, right? It's documented that these are not normal, and this is exactly what Ezekiel's seen. It's exactly what Zechariah has mentioned. You know what I'm saying? These are not. This is something different. This is not what you has ever. Well, you have maybe seen the chariot, but this is not like what the so-called oppressor has created. Okay, he can't create this. They even think they don't know what they don't even know what to call it. They don't even know what to call it or what it is exactly. They're trying to claim maybe it's some kind of a secret intelligence from Russia or China. They don't know what is going on. But this is the Lord's judgment is coming. They're seeing these chariots, man. But go ahead.
That's right. Verse 18. As for their rings, they were so high that they were dreadful.
Right. Like the wings, like the chariot was so high. It was like, man, what could that be? And why is it moving this way? You know what I'm saying? Right, but go ahead.
And their rings were full of eyes.
Right. There was eyes all over it. There was eyes all over this thing, man. But go ahead.
Round about them four.
Right. So they're seeing everything. You know what I'm saying? They're the eyes of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? When these chairs, when they come down too, they're not, they're not just just here just to be here or to be seen. They're actually giving a report, right? The same way we give a report to the men above us, these chairs are coming down and they're giving a report to the Lord, man. They're the eyes of the Lord. They're seeing what's going on. They're seeing all the evil and the wickedness that's going throughout the earth. They're seeing the oppression of the Lord's people. They're seeing, all the evil and the death and all this, wickedness that's going on the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's going back and they're sending this report back to the Lord, man. Like the Lord, this is what we're seeing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And if I may, you might as well just call these chariots drones, man. Like he was saying, when you finally see these chariots in the skies, man, it's game over. I mean, you might as well just throw in the towel because. You know what I'm saying? Even now, even though you think you're doing things in secret behind closed doors, like the Most High is watching everything you do, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What we call Jacob's ladder in the Bible is a 24-hour surveillance system, man. Everything you do, you're being held accountable for. Man.
That's right.
Everything you say, even all the time you should have acted and you didn't act, or you should have said something and you didn't say something. You know what I'm saying? You're being held accountable for that, man.
That's right.
When these chariots come through. It's going to be a curse. They're here to do the Lord's bidding. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be floating around just for just a spectacle so we can look at them and take selfies with them in the background. Hell no, man.
Right.
It's going to be a day of destruction.
That's right.
And dread, like the scripture just said, man. You know what I'm saying? They're recording everything that we're doing, man. They're coming down to rain vengeance. They're here to do the Lord's bidding.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's wartime, man. When you see those these chariots in the skies in person, it's wartime, man.
Right.
You know exactly what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Stop looking at the analog clock, man. You're gonna be worried about the wheel within the wheel, man.
That's right.
That's what time it is. That's gonna be the new time, man. When you see the wheel within the wheel, man. Damn the clock. You know what I'm saying? When these chariots come through, it's time to get to business, man.
Right, that's right.
And the most High ain't gonna waste them. He's not gonna waste nobody's time, man. We've all been warned, man.
That's right. It's like if you don't mind getting what the priest just brought out is 100% true, man. When these chariots do come, we're gonna get Isaiah 66:15. When these chariots do come, you know what I'm saying? They're coming for war, man. It's gonna be a war. That's why they call him the Lord of Hosts, man. The Lord host, the word host is talking about an army. It's an army is coming, not a bunch of flower bringing people. Okay, this is gonna be the Lord's angels, man, coming back for that war, man. Right? Because this place in this country, man, it loves war. It loves to go to war. It's been at war, like most of its time, the most of its lifespan. Right? You understand? And let me tell you something, man. Like every empire, this is like the typical or the statistically empires usually last for typically about 250 years. You understand? Typically, at 250 years, many empires throughout the earth that have risen and fallen, they've fallen around the 250 year mark. You understand?
Right.
So guess how old America is? America is 245 years old.
Word.
Right. So the time of this place is coming to an end.
That's right.
So you see all this the Lord is going to bring this place down. The Lord's going to judge this place, and this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to stop it. They're trying to stop it from happening. But it's going down, man. It's going down based on it's the statistic, and Christ is going to be by the hand of the Lord. Is going to be the one. Excuse me, Salaki. Christ is going to be the one to bring this thing down, man. The Lord's going to send Christ and the angels, the 200 million angels, to judge this place, man.
That's right.
Okay. To judge this place, and it's going to be in due time, right? It is what it is, and to judge all the kings of the earth, every nation, every king on the earth is going to see the wrath of God.
Every knee shall bow.
You know what I'm saying? That's right. It's like every knee shall bow. Everybody's gonna know, what it is. You know what I'm saying? But you got the scripture, sir? Right. And Christ is gonna be the one to come and bring that judgment, right? But go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 66.
Right.
Verse 15.
Right.
For behold,
look,
the Lord will come with fire.
The Lord's coming with water.
With fire.
The Lord's coming with hugs.
With fire.
Now the Lord is coming for kisses and hugs and to say, and being in a church house clapping and doing your head like they get you a Martin Luther King fan. Doing what?
The Lord will come with fire.
With fire. He's coming with fire. He's not coming to shake your hand and give you a kiss and all these other things, man. The Most High, Christ is coming back with fire. You understand? Go ahead.
And with his chariots like a whirlwind.
Wait a minute. With the what?
And with his chariots.
With the what?
With his chariots.
These chariots, man. These flying rolls. These flying wheel within a wheel. Right? These chariots. These vehicles. The Lord is coming with fire with these chariots. These chariots ain't coming just like a firework or something like that. You can see something that you can sit down and just marvel and just look at it like, wow, that was really cool. And I can go back home to my house and you understand? They're coming with fire, man. They're coming with the Lord's judgment. Right? Go ahead.
And with his chariots like a whirlwind.
Right. This thing it's gonna be like a whirlwind. It's gonna be taking down everything. Like a whirlwind is like a hurricane, right? It comes. It's coming with power, and it's destroying cities, right? Like how hurricanes do. When hurricanes come, they hit like Florida, or maybe sometimes they may hit on around North Carolina, places like that. I think one year it hit Jersey or something like that. It didn't come and just put a little rain on the ground. This thing came with destruction. It just tore down buildings and businesses and homes and killed many people. You understand? Right. And that's what these chariots are going to come, like a whirlwind. They're going to come with power. They're going to come with destruction and fire. You understand? And this is why your oppressor has to create a space force, because he knows that his judgment is coming. And he knows it's coming from the Lord. He knows it's coming from up above. This is why he makes movies about it, right? This is why he makes movies. And he try to put confidence in himself and within the poor. What I mean by the poor, the people that join the military are the people on the low state. Because, rich kids don't get in the military. That's right. You understand what I'm saying? It's the people that's on the people mostly on the bottom. That's why you have mostly black and Hispanics in the military. You know what I'm saying? Because like when I was growing up in the school that the city that I grew up in, it had a military base, but there was no opportunity. There's not really many opportunities in this city, right? You understand what I'm saying? It's like it's just nothing but things to consume your money. Like you have fast food restaurants, the movie theater, pawn shops, just everything to take the money out of the people. And what is there to look at? What are you gonna do? There's the military. You understand what I'm saying? And they don't teach. They don't really give you a good education. So you have to join these. You join this your oppressor's military. You understand? Because you think there's no other opportunities that you kind of what is it? This is all you know. You know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't do that, man. What you can do is you can get in the Lord's army.
That's right.
And that's the ISUPK. This is the Lord's army for real. Right. You understand? So you can do that. But the other things, man, stay out of that. Stay out of the oppressor's military, man, and get into the Lord's army. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be fighting. You don't want to be taking orders. Like a lot of y'all Christians, man, y'all be going to church and y'all be praising Jesus, right? Not knowing one day you're going to, you may be in the military and you going to church and you praising the Most High, but you're not realizing that one day that you're going to be ordered to fight against God. You're going to be ordered to, hey brother, look at this. Hey, we got to go to war because this crisis come. They're not going to say Christ. They're going to say the alien invasion. They go, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Because you know what I'm saying? They ain't going to say that. But you're going to be fighting against the Lord. And your arms ain't long enough to box with God, man. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You're going to know. But go ahead. Can you start from the beginning, sir?
Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire.
Right.
And with his chariots like a whirlwind.
Right. Go ahead.
To render his anger with fury.
The Lord's coming to render his anger with fury. Go ahead.
And his rebuke with flames of fire.
With flames of fire. You understand? The Lord, the Lord's not coming to, pat you in the back, man. He's coming with fire, a sword, death, and destruction. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 16. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
Will the Lord do what? Plead?
Plead with all flesh.
Plead means, it don't mean, Salaki, one sec. I'm going to show you what plead means so we can understand that. Right? Let me pull that out so I can make sure. Like plead mean, present and argue, right? He's, especially in court, right? So the Lord's not coming to reason.
That's right.
Reason like, hey, I know I told y'all to repent. Y'all still haven't.
That's right.
But I'm going to, talk to you and see if we can get you to change your mind and keep these commandments, right? Or I told you to let my people go. I told you to stop oppressing my people. I told you, what I'm saying? The Lord, Christ is not coming back for that. Christ is going to plead with fire and with his sword, meaning he's going to destroy, destroy these nations, man. He's going to destroy the nations and destroy the people that didn't want to, the so-called Black Hispanics and Native Americans that didn't want to keep the commandments, which, we our hope and prayer is for all Israel to be saved.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we hope for. That's what we pray for. You know what I'm saying? We ask the Most High to, bring all Israel back. You know what I'm saying? But Christ is going to come back to plead. He's going to reason with you with fire and his sword, right? With destruction. Okay? Go ahead.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
No, just a few people.
Shall be many.
It's going to be just a few nations that's going to get it.
Shall be many.
It's going to be many.
That's right.
Many. Not just a little bit, man. You understand what I'm saying? It's not coming like, it's going to be the wrath of the Lord that's going to come, man. You're going to see the wrath of the Lord. Like when the Lord judged the earth the first time, when Moses, right? When Moses, went into the boat, right? Into the ark. You understand?
When Noah went to the ark.
That's in Moses Salaki. When the water. When Noah went into the ark, it wasn't just a few people that got murked. There wasn't a few people that got killed. It was all the nations that was out there.
That's right.
All his friends and family was out there. You understand? And they all didn't want to listen. And all the people didn't want to listen. They didn't believe Moses, man. So thousands and when it says many people died. It wasn't just a few, it was many. You know what I'm saying? It was the whole earth. You understand? Or wherever the people were. Okay. So like, was I in there on that? Let me see. Yeah, I see that. Okay, the water. Can you give me Amos 5:18? Let me make sure that's right. It's like, no, if you don't mind giving me Ezekiel 1:22. I don't want to jump ahead.
Ezekiel 1:22.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So when Christ comes back, he's not coming back, as we established. He's not coming back with, fun and games. He's coming back with these chariots, these so-called UFOs, right? That your oppressor he's prepared to go to war with. He's not coming back for fun, right? It's not going to be a spectacular. It's not going to be the bombs bursting in air. You're not going to have a holiday after this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? After this, you are going to be keeping the commandments. You're going to be celebrating the high holy days, right? Because the Lord is going to destroy all these nations, so that all these idols that you've been worshiping and all these kings that you go and vote for and all these, you know what I'm saying? All them people is going to get destroyed, and you are going to serve the Most High.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how it's going to be. It's not going to be any more idols, and I might serve the Lord. I might, I don't know what I might do. I might, it ain't gonna be no options. It's gonna be thus saith the Lord, man. And this is what you need to get ready for now. You need to stop. Don't wait for that day, because that day is going to be a dark and gloomy day. It's not going to be a good day for anybody. It's going to be a very terrifying day. You understand?
If I may, man, ISUPK, man, we always say, man, we back it up. We are not Christians, man.
Right.
Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, is not no soft-spoken white boy, man.
That's right.
He's a dark-skinned, austere, fierce-looking brother, man. He's not to be played with, man.
Right.
We're out here telling you the truth. We're out here letting you know that everything you've known about the Bible as a Christian is BS, is wrong, man.
Right.
I mean, first and foremost, Christ isn't white. He's a black man, man.
That's right.
And everyone knows that Christ is coming back. But, I mean, get it in your head that the Christ that's coming back is not a white boy, man. It's a brother, man. You know what I'm saying? When brothers come through, we put on a show, man. And it ain't going to be pretty, man. It ain't going to be no parade. It ain't going to be rainbows and little naked baby angels with wings giving out hearts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's going to be bloodshed. It's going to be hardcore when Christ comes back, man.
That's right.
And many of us, you know what I'm saying, we're not going to be prepared. Even we can be prepared as we can. You know what I'm saying, reading these scriptures and reading the description of the chariots to come and the judgment to come. But when it's time, I mean, it's going to be game over, man. Like I said, every knee shall bow. That's in the scriptures too, man. It's going to be a one bloody day, man. It's going to be a day that a lot of people may not, if they live to tell about it, I mean, nobody will believe them, but it's coming, man.
Right.
It's coming shortly, man. And America, the way that America's economy has collapsed, and with the brink of World War III upon everybody, like it's time to get our act together, man.
Right, Salaki, if I may.
Go ahead.
Hey, this man is not coming back, y'all. That's not Christ, man. That's not the Christ of the Bible, man.
Hell no.
The Christ of the Bible is a black man, just like the preacher said, man.
That's right.
So-called black man, right? He's not a Edomite, okay, from Rome, okay. Salaki, I'm not very.
No sweat, man. Yeah, man. Jesus Christ and no white boy, man.
Right.
Thank God for that, man. Because listen, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stay in this ISUPK, man, because we're going to give you the play-by-play, man. The school is full of priests and officers and prophets, man. Commanding General Yohana, man, is the prophet, man. The only man fit and ordained to lead so-called blacks, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans today, man.
That's right.
August 3rd, 2021, man. Get into this school, man. Learn something. Learn to shut your mouth and learn something new, man.
Right.
The ISUPK is not affiliated with no other Hebrew Israelite group. You know what I'm saying? No other Hebrew Israelite group is going to back up what they're saying about these chariots and back it up with scriptures, man. Only in the ISUPK, man.
That's right.
And if they do get any scripture breakdowns on the chariots and so-called UFOs, they get them from us, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, this class coming into the ISUPK should be, you know what I'm saying, your last resort. The Most High is pleading with us, man. He's being patient with us. He's giving us time to look and zoom out and look at the world from a macro level, man. Not through the eyes of a microscope, man.
That's right.
You know, so you gotta branch out and see the bigger picture of what's happening right now, man. With all these different countries putting up their arms and showing their weapons, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's time to get it together, man. Like, it's only going to get worse.
Right.
And you're hearing that from the priests and prophets in the ISUPK. We're telling you now, man.
That's right.
It's only going to get worse, man. And this COVID, this Delta COVID variant is just the tip of the iceberg, man. You know what I'm saying? We got smallpox on the rise, monkeypox, and the bubonic plague,
right,
showing up in different parts of the earth where it's never been seen before.
It's going down.
We have volcanoes erupting. We have tsunamis, earthquakes, shooting stars all over the place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Buildings collapsing for no reason, with no warning, like the one that happened in Florida. Right? Like these are not coincidences, man. Everything that happens in existence, the Most High has allowed it to happen.
That's right.
So he's making all these moves, man. Man cannot recreate the things that are happening in the world right now, man.
That's right.
It's only going to get worse, man. It's a giant game of chess, man.
That's right.
And the Most High is moving all the game pieces, man. Israel, you know, to know your place. You know what I'm saying? Israel, and he's doing it only for his chosen people, for us.
That's right.
And he's still giving us these platforms and still giving us a voice to reach out to you, Israel. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is nothing to take lightly, man. These priests and prophets, I could do anything I wanted to do on a Tuesday afternoon, man. But I'm here attending class, helping my brother Naqual reach out to our people to get us to wake up, man. Because I used to be the other brother, that same brother, you, or that same sister on the other side of the camera, smoking weed and BSing, man, thinking I can watch the truth from the sidelines and still, you know what I'm saying, receive the promise, man. Man, the kingdom does not come by observation, man. You got to do something, man.
That's right.
You got to show that you love your nation by showing love for your brothers and sisters, man. That's a commandment, man. Brotherhood and sisterhood is a commandment, man. Get up off that couch, man. Put the blunt down, man. You know what I'm saying? Put the drugs down, man. Put away your fleshly lifestyle and just tune into class, man. Be quiet, shut your mouth, and learn something. You know what I'm saying? It's for your own benefit. It's for your future, man.
That's right.
The Bible is a history book, both past, present, and the future, man.
Right.
The only way that anything that has, the only thing, I just learned this from Captain Jan Bazak at camp on Friday. Everything that's written in the Bible, and particularly Revelation, it's only written because it's already been done, man.
That's right.
The Bible is a blueprint for our future, Israel. And the Bible only belongs to you. It doesn't belong to nobody else, man.
Right.
Salaki, I went off on a tangent. Go ahead.
It's wild. You know what I'm saying? If you don't mind, give me Revelations 1 and 7. All right.
Come.
Right. So, you know what I'm saying? So just like we say, you know, when Christ comes back, it's not when Christ and the chariots, you know, come back, these so-called UFOs, you know, it's not going to be a good day, right? But you know, one of the things we also want to dispel right now is that the Christian church, they'll teach you that, you know, when Christ returns, it's going to be, people are going to be disappearing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be like a pair of drawers sitting in the chair. You're like, what the hell? Right. You know, what happened to the people? What happened to the pilot? You know what I'm saying? Like, people will be disappearing and nobody's going to know and see anything, right? But we see the scriptures talking about something, man. We know when these chariots come, when Christ returns with these 200 million chariots, everybody's going to see this. Everybody's going to see when Christ returns. Everybody's going to see this day and be terrified. You know what I'm saying? And think about what they've been doing. You know what I'm saying? And what they've done. You know what I'm saying? The people going to know, you know, that we've warned you, just like the previous was bringing out. We out here warning you, we teaching you. You know what I'm saying? The ISUPK has been teaching the so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans since 1969.
That's right.
Okay, teaching you and warning you to come back to these laws, such as commandments. Getting all black, come learn, man. Come into the school. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We have so many cookouts. You can come, just come hang out with us. You know what I'm saying? Just come, you know, get a feel. We're trying to bring you back to your culture, man. You know what I'm saying? You come back, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, I'm gonna go back. When Christ returns, man, everybody's gonna see the day of the Lord, man. Everybody was gonna have their eyes open when they see it, right? And we're gonna bring that out, right? You might bring that Revelations 1 and 7.
Revelations chapter 1, verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds.
He coming with clouds, man. He's gonna be coming with clouds. So this clouds is talking about what's up in the sky, like you see clouds, but it's also talking about those chariots, man.
Right.
It's also gonna be those chariots. He's gonna come with the scriptures also refer to these chariots as clouds as well, right? Because you understand the prophets from before, they were describing from what they seen, these clouds or these flying scrolls or flying rolls or wheels within wheels. They were trying to use objects what they seen, what they know of, and describe what they seen. You understand? And this is what John the Revelator is saying, right? Go ahead.
And every eye shall see him.
Nah. We're just gonna see people disappear and see clothes sitting around somewhere.
Every eye shall see him.
When Christ returns, everybody's gonna see. Every eye is gonna see Christ in the 200 million angels coming, man. They're gonna see these chariots coming, right? With the wrath of God. You understand? And it's gonna be a time like this. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a time where, it's going to be diseases and stuff going on throughout the earth, right? Coronavirus, Delta Force viruses, right? It's going to be all kind of stuff going on, man. It's going to be all kind of death and destruction. It's going to be kind of wars and rumors of wars, right? You're going to see, all the nations getting ready to war with each other. You already see now where, you got, the state of Israel are trying to fight the Palestinians. You got Syria's trying to jump in. Russia's talking about, talking about jumping in. China, all these kings of the earth, they all set to go to war, man. Right? To go to war with our oppressor, right? With America. You understand? It's all starting up. This is the time where you're seeing it. This time is very close. We're very close, man. You're gonna see every eye is gonna see the Christ and these angels, man. Go ahead.
And if I might real quick, when every eye sees Christ, they will know without a doubt that Christ is a black man.
That's right.
And that the God of the Bible is a black man.
That's right.
We serve a nigga God, man. And the Most High, the God is a man of war.
Right.
You understand all that in the blink of an eye when Christ comes back, man, with those clouds, man, with those chariots, with his armor, army, man. You know what I'm saying? Every nation is going to see and they're going to know. And they're going to know why he's here.
That's right.
And they're going to know that he's here for vengeance, man.
That's right.
For justice, for the crimes done against so-called blacks, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans, man.
That's right.
When the chariots show up with Christ, it's going down. Everyone has a price to pay, man.
That's right.
Even Israel, man. No one is safe, man. If the wheel within the wheel with the eyes around about it, it's coming, man.
That's right.
It sees all things, man. It's coming to do what it was created to do, man. To be a curse, man.
That's right.
Like Officer one of y'all told me, when you see the chariots, they're not just going to be doing flybys just so we can take pictures and selfies, man. They're coming here to do a job, man.
That's right.
To lay down fire and destruction, man.
Right. They're gonna be taking orders from Christ, man.
That's right.
It's like we take orders from Commander Junior Hunter. We take orders from the men above us, and we go out there and we do the work of the Lord. These angels are gonna be doing the job too. They're gonna be taking orders from Christ, man. Right. And that order came from the Most High. Right. Christ, right. The Most High gave an order to Christ. Christ gave an order to the armies, and they come and they rolling out, man. Okay. It's going down, man.
And what's more dreadful about it is like it's easier to talk about it, but when we see it, like we just said, when they move, you don't know which way they're gonna move, man. So you can't even plot the moves of these drones, these weapons, these curses, which are gonna be moving around the earth. Like you screwed. Salaki. I mean, your back is against the corner, man.
That's right.
I'm saying, and your homes are gonna be, demolished from stone and wood within. Like
that's right.
Broke out in what was it, Ezekiel?
That's right.
Like it's these chariots are dreadful, man. They're cool to talk about, but when they finally show up in our atmosphere, everyone's gonna know what time.
Oh yeah. Oh, people love seeing this, man. Let me tell you, especially Edomites, they love talking about making little documentaries about these chariots, man. Everybody, all of them, excited and thinking this is a fascinating thing, man. But when it's time, though, it ain't gonna be fascinating. I mean, don't get me wrong. Edom, they all excited about it. They try to live life on the edge, man. Like jumping out of planes, you know what I'm saying? Skydiving, they love the I guess the feeling of fear. They love to be afraid, or that thrill, the rush, the adrenaline, right? They love it. But when they see these things, it's gonna be terrifying because it's gonna be unidentified, right? They're not gonna recognize this is not the Christ that they taught in the Bible.
That's right.
This is not the Christ that they learned about, right? They learned about in the Christian church. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the Lord. This is the day of the Lord, man. It's gonna be the judgment. This is gonna be the punishment, as Zechariah said, the curse that's coming on the earth, man. For to punish the earth for all the things that's been done here, for all the things that's been done to so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? Somebody has to pay a price. You know what I'm saying? A court date is coming, right? And that's coming soon, man. Okay, but so like you got anything else to add?
I think I do. So like even present day, when we look up in the sky sometimes on a late afternoon, we see these airplanes flying way up in the sky, and they'll leave the little trail of smoke or vapor, whatever the hell you want to call it, man.
Right.
Like you have to understand, like that is a pilot. There's a pilot in that vehicle, man. That
That's
plane,
right.
and it's our oppressor. It's not you, black man. It's not you, Latino man. It's not you, Native American man. And if it is you, you're probably piloting that plane while in our oppressor's military, man. That's an expression of his might and his power and his authority. So for us, when we see those airplanes way up in the sky, and so that's our curse, man, because we don't have a governance. We don't have the authority or power to have our own ships in the sky, man. But listen, when these chariots come through, which is a reflection of Israel's technological advancement, it's going to be a curse not only for Israel but the whole world, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Understand that there's power in these scriptures, and we're not making this up, man. These things are going to happen, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We're just trying to prepare you, but I don't think any amount of preparation will prepare you for that day, man. No one will be ready, man. It's going to come in a thief in the night, man.
That's right.
Keep way ahead of myself. Go ahead.
You absolutely too wild, sir.
We at Revelations chapter 1 verse 7.
Con, sir. All right.
And
want something from the top?
Con, from the top. Revelations chapter 1 verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds.
Right.
And every eye shall see him.
Every eye's gonna see. Right. Go ahead.
And they also which pierced him.
Right. And they that pierced him. So even that spirit that pierced him on the side, that man is gonna see him too. All right. That same spirit that was there in that time. Right. But when it says they, it's also talking about those Romans, man. The Romans that were ruling over that ruled over Jerusalem is also going to see him. And that place is Rome, man. Right? Because when we read the scriptures, America is an extension of Rome.
Right.
Right. So they that pierced him is also talking about this land, man. Those people that never paid for that, man. They're gonna pay for it now. They're gonna pay for it when they see Christ, man. They that pierced him. Go ahead.
And all kindreds of the earth.
All kindreds. Go ahead.
All kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him.
Oh, they're gonna be crying, man. In that day, they're gonna be crying. They're gonna be oh, please don't be Black Jesus, please. It's going down, man. They're gonna know that the judgment is coming, man. They're gonna know that. You know what I'm saying? You know when the scripture says, when Christ said, in the end it shall be like the days of Noah, right? Where people was eating and drinking and marrying. People was doing what they're doing right now, right? They're doing exactly what they're doing right now, man, right? And well off into it, right? Well off into sin and all the things that's against God. You understand? So-called Black, Hispanics, Native Americans clinging on to these other nations and into their religions and stuff like that, into the damn heathen. You know what I'm saying? When we shouldn't be following those idols and those religions and that philosophy any damn way.
Right.
Right. Right. They was marrying, intermingling with other nations, man. Interracial dating. You know what I'm saying? Getting to, you being with some Asian woman, right? Being with some white woman. But you a Black man, you're supposed to be with one of the 12 tribes, man.
Right.
Right? If you a so-called Hispanic, you're supposed to be one of the 12 tribes, man.
Right.
You got 12 flavors, man. So-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, man. That's who you dealing with. Right? Don't be marrying and making marriages with these other nations, man. Right? This is why the Lord destroyed the earth the first time. But that's a whole nother lesson. You know what I'm saying? But people are going to be doing exactly what they're doing right now and encouraging their peers, their brothers and sisters to do the same thing that they're doing. All right, and they're gonna go off and do them. People are gonna be, what is that? People are gonna when people see Christ coming, the reason why they're gonna wail, because all these things is gonna be reminded. They're gonna know, like, oh my gosh, man, I messed up, man, I really messed up this time. You know what I'm saying? It's not funny, sorry.
No.
But it's gonna be scary though. So like,
it's gonna be scary because, like you said, everyone, somebody's gonna be in the middle of doing the next, TikTok challenge or the next fad or the next, doing something that's so unimportant and so, not for their nation, not for anybody's benefit. They're just gonna be, living life, man. You know what I'm saying? Taking a nap or doing whatever, and lo and behold, when Christ and his chariots comes, I'm like, damn, man. I was bullshitting this whole time. Man.
Right. And your oppressor's going to say that too. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry.
Oh, and one more thing. You will also know that when Christ comes back with us chariots, you will know at that very moment that these priests and prophets in the ISUPK were right this whole time. Man.
That's right.
It will probably be gone by that time. I don't know. That's not my place to say, but so you'll know, like, we weren't out there just being out there trying to show out and entertain people, on these street corners, man.
That's right.
The priests and prophets in ISUPK, man, this is a real living platform, man. We serve a living, jealous power, man. That's the Most High, man. And he's the one who directs our moves, man. But I just want to bring that out. Like, you won't be ready, but when it happens, man, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely right.
Shit.
So absolutely, man. You too well. Can you get Amos 5:18, Baba Kusha? Like, it's time to get right. You know what I'm saying? Because you already seen, like, you seen these wars at the edge, man. You seen these nations. They already becoming gaining that spirit to go to war with one another, right? This is a sign that Christ. You seen that Christ is coming, man. A woman might say, "Oh yeah, people have been warring for years. These nations have been going to war all the time. And America's always been at war. It's always been wars. You're saying wars and rumors of wars, but when has it not been a time like that? But guess what? This is exactly why the people was BSing when Christ said, at the end, so shall it be. At the time of Noah, so shall it be. At the time of the end, so shall it. Well, how does it go? Like with Noah. When he was talking about Noah, when Christ was referring to Noah, the time of Noah, people were going to be doing the same thing. Okay, they're going to be doing the same thing and not thinking not thinking that Christ is returning, not thinking these chariots is made up. The movies, the so-called white man has made up all these so-called fictional things and put them in movies and said, well, those things are not real. It's just, I've seen Independence Day. I've seen War of Worlds. I've seen all these movies, and it's just something they're just trying to scare us. They're just trying to distract us. And these chariots, these UFOs, it's just something that they making up, man. Because I had never seen one, but we've seen them, and we know the scriptures as well. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, you keep watching them TV and movies. I'm saying the person wants to desensitize you to the importance of what's to come.
That's right.
He's trying to make you, take the fight out of you, and not for you to not take your future seriously, man.
That's right.
Because the oppressor and Satan and the demons, man, they all know the Bible, man. Our oppressors know the Bible, man. These other nations know the Bible, and they know your identity is real.
Right.
And they're using it against you, and they're trying to pull you away from it, man.
That's right. All right.
Salaki, real quick, I just want to bring it out. What you were saying about the days of Noah when Christ comes back, that's Matthew chapter 24, verse 37 through 39, man.
Right.
Let me bring it out real quick, man. Verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Verse 38. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, man. People were just going out before they're, doing their day-to-day thing. And at the time, it had never rained on the earth, man.
That's right.
Nobody knew what a flood was. Nobody knew what rain was. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thought Noah was talking out the side of his head, or out the side of his mouth, whatever. But people were going on about their day, not really taking the prophet seriously, man.
That's right.
It's just like we're trying to wake you up and warn you of that day.
That's right.
Let me finish. Verse 38 in the middle. Marrying and giving in marriage.
Right.
Until the day that Noe entered into the ark. Verse 39, last verse. And knew not until the flood came and took them all away.
Right.
So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be, man.
That's right.
Flood came and took everybody, and only left eight left on the earth to repopulate the earth, man.
That's right.
And the Most High that allowed it to happen, man. That was the Most High's doing, man. And he warned us. You know, so he didn't give us an excuse. Just like us and ISUPK, we're across many different platforms to wake up our people. You know what I'm saying? God had patience with humanity and gave Noah, you know what I'm saying, the means to reach out to the people to warn them.
That's right.
But nobody heeded to the call. People were going out there, you know, doing their day-to-day thing, getting into marriage and, you know what I'm saying, doing, you know what I'm saying, challenges from Netflix or whatever, right, man. People were going out living their day-to-day, not taking the priests and prophets seriously, man. Prophets have a place and a reason to be on earth, man. You know what I'm saying? A prophet is a specific type of man, man. Just like Commanding General Yohana, man. But I here to warn us, man. There's a different spirit about us that they see, man. Prophet means seer, man. They can see what's to come, man. You got to trust the words of righteous men who were on the side of the Lord, who were trying to wake up our people, man.
That's right.
Here in the ISUPK, we only have one audience, so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We're trying to wake you up because we don't want you to get caught up in the crossfire when Christ comes back, man.
Right, with these chariots.
Right, that's all.
No, you too wild. With the priest was heavy. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to warn you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you mind reading this. Jeremiah 14. Jeremiah 4 and 14.
Okay. Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 13.
And so, like, just as we said, right? When we read in Revelations 1 and 7, it says that behold, you know, the Lord coming with the clouds, man. He's coming up there with them. You know, it's gonna be like the clouds is like the chariots, man. He's not coming by himself. He's coming with our army. You understand? Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 13. Behold, he shall come up as clouds.
It's gonna be as clouds, right? It's gonna be up there, not down below, not, you know, somewhere in the car. He's not gonna drive up. It's gonna be doing what?
He shall come up as clouds.
Right, go ahead.
And his chariots.
His what?
His chariots.
It's chariots. Christ is not coming by himself, man. He's coming with chariots, man. Go ahead.
And his chariots shall be as a whirlwind.
As a whirlwind. Meaning they're not, those chariots is not going to be something you can just look at. It's going to be like the same thing you see a hurricane does or a tornado does. And those things, they don't come just to blow some wind. They come in with destruction, right? As we read in Isaiah 66 and 15, he's coming with death and destruction, with fire and with his sword will he plead with all flesh. And the slain of the Lord shall be many. You understand? It's going to be many people that get murked, that get destroyed, that be put to death by Christ, by the hands of Christ and his army. You understand?
It's like in those storm chasers are going to be the first ones who are going to get it. The ones from the Edomites who don't fear the Lord. It's like, ooh, look a storm. Ooh, look a tornado. Let's go drive out and see it and take pictures and selfies with it.
Right.
Y'all going to be the first ones to catch hell, man. Y'all don't fear the Lord, man.
Right.
Yeah, right. Christ, man. Salakia. From the top, behold, he shall come up as clouds, and his chariots shall be as a whirlwind.
Right. Go ahead.
His horses are swifter than eagles.
Right. So his horses, like he's calling the chariots horses. Like, you know, this is what they're describing in the scriptures, all right? So he's like, you know, you might have a car where it's like has horsepower, right? I mean, it's how the speed of his horse is, right? The speed of your Mustang, how fast your car goes, you know what I'm saying? Whatever car you drive, it has the horsepower, right? It says he's calling these, or even back in this time, where you know it might be a chariot, meaning like a wooden vehicle with wheels on the side that had horses. Maybe it had 2, 3, 4 horses in the front, and it's going with war, right? But these chariots, what is this doing?
His horses are swifter than eagles.
These things are fast. They're faster than eagles. They, you know, when eagles fly and they see a prey, they swoop down and grab their prey and then, you know, and eat it or destroy it, right? You know what I'm saying? These are faster. They're swifter. They move different. They're faster than the fastest thing that you've seen flying around. Any jet, any plane, anything that you've known. They're faster. And guess what? It's also documented in America's government that these so-called UFOs they defy the laws of physics. They the way they move, they can. I think that one pilot stated that the jet, excuse me, the jet was flying and he seen the chariot flying right in front of him. And the second it made it was like a split second. It was probably like it wasn't very far from him. And the second it got in front of him, it just disappeared, man. That's how fast these things are. It just disappeared. Like it just moved so fast. You don't know where it's going to do. It's swifter than an eagle, man. Right. Just like the scriptures said, man. Okay, this is not a fake book. The Bible is a very, 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 very real book.
That's right.
All right, and this is what you're going to learn, especially if you're a Christian watching this, or if you maybe you might, who knows? If you're not in the UPK, maybe you still not understanding that this book is a very real book, man. This is very, very, very real. You understand what I'm saying? It's all up to date. You know what I'm saying? It's telling you the things that's going on now and the things to come, man. Okay? But go ahead.
Woe unto us.
Woe unto us. Woe unto us. Because just like we were bringing out, when you see these things, it's gonna be, what does woe mean?
Destruction.
It means what?
Destruction.
It means destruction, man.
Right.
Death and destruction. So we're telling you this. We're trying to warn you. We're telling you this is what's coming to pass, man. This is what the Lord has stated in this word, man. You understand? This is what's going to happen, man. It's not might gonna happen. It might maybe not gonna happen. It's gonna come to pass, man.
It shall
come to pass. Damn right, it will. And not maybe, not probably. It will. Okay. Is that it on that?
Woe unto us, for we are spoiled.
Oh yeah, this place is gonna be spoiled, man. It's gonna be spoiled. It's gonna be like. It's going to look like that building that fell in Florida. It's going to look like 9/11. It's going to look, you know what I'm saying? It's going to look like destruction. Like, oh, man, you're going to see this and behold. Oh, my. It's going to be all destruction, man. It's going to be a terrible, terrible day, man. It's going to be a terrible day. You got Amos 5 and 18, I think, I believe.
No swear. Amos chapter 5, verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
Right. And some of you Christians, a lot of y'all Christians, but y'all can't wait for Christ to just return, right? But you ain't even been keeping the commandments, man.
Right.
You ain't been following, and this is brotherhood class too. You know what I'm saying? You haven't been loving your brother, man. Loving your nation, man. Like you're supposed to. Like you so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans supposed to be loving your brother and your sister, your nation, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get black, so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Americans to gather themselves together, old nation not desired, before this day of the Lord, right? Because we need each other. We need all this destruction, even the destruction and the things that the Lord is sending on the earth right now. You understand what I'm saying? We should be together, man. We should be as a one nation. You know what I'm saying? And just like we should come together as a nation to come up under Commander General Yohana. Just like Commander General Yohana has stated that all camps should come together. That's right. We should come in here and learn and come here and so we can be one nation, man. Gather yourselves to nation. Gather yourselves together, old nation not desired. Right. Not have a unity camp. Not say, well, I believe in this, you believe in that, and we're gonna act like we're together. We're gonna act like we all agree, but you're lying, man. That we don't agree. Y'all don't agree. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to come into the ISUPK, man. And I understand you got to humble yourself, man. And that's a hard thing to do. That's a very hard thing to do, but you don't have to do that, man. If you saying you love the Most High, if you saying you love the Most High and you love your brother, then you got to come together, man. You got to come together as one nation, man. And come together under one banner, man. And just you know what I'm saying? Come under the original, man. The home of the truth.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Come do it, man. You know what I'm saying? But and y'all out here in the world, man, it's not showing brotherhood. Christianity doesn't teach you brotherhood.
That's right.
Right? Because Christianity will teach you the laws done away with. right? So the pastor can come try to sleep with your wife, man. He'll say, oh yeah, your wife looks a little stressed out. You know what I'm saying? She needs some counsel. You know, I can call her. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I can give her. Well, he might not even talk to you about it. Well, he's supposed to talk to the husband. He's supposed to talk to the man, right? But he'll go to your wife and ask her and talk to her and spit game to her. Now she calling. Now she on the phone calling. You laying in bed. Your rib was next to you, and your pastor's calling. You know what I'm saying? The pastor's calling the phone at 9 o'clock at night. What the hell's going on? Cancel at 9 o'clock?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this happened to one of my partners, man, in the world, man. And he's still in the Christian church. What can I say? I mean, look,
right.
If you had eyes, what did Christ say? He that had eyes to see and ears to hear, let him hear. But if you ain't got no understanding, if you don't understand, you're still going to be doing the same things that it was plain to see. It was so obvious that this is not what I should be in, man. I probably shouldn't be in a Christian church. They're out here molesting children and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Taking money, like you poor, well, let me tell you, man. The pastor's out here putting his hand on your head, right, and prophesying great things that come, all happiness, and you're gonna have a nice job and a beautiful in a beautiful home and in a nice car, and you're gonna finally find your wife, and just prophesying all these things. But the prophets in the Bible, whenever the Lord sent prophets, the prophets always prophesied destruction, woe, death, and destruction. You understand? The prophets prophesied or warned. They gave you warning what the Lord's getting ready to do. Not all these delicious and great things that's getting ready to happen to you. No, brother, it's time to gather yourselves together, man. It's time to start keeping those laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You know what I'm saying? Not, brother, you want that Land Rover? Well, guess what? I'm gonna put my hand on your head and brother. that is not the most high, man. That's a false prophet, man. Right. These are people that when we read in Zechariah, when they be swearing falsely, they be swearing up and down that you're gonna be blessed by next year, swearing falsely on the Lord, on the name of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Just like we read in Zechariah. That's what they be doing, man. And that's not of the Lord, man. That is not of the Most High, and they're going to get their punishment. They're going to get that curse that's coming by these, when Christ returns with these chariots. Right. You understand? That's brotherhood. Brotherhood is loving your brother and keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, man. You know what I'm saying? Brotherhood is loving your brother, like being with your brother, being with your nation, trying to build your nation up, bring your people back to the law, statutes, and commandments, bring your people back to their history, heritage, and culture. That's what brotherhood is. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what we got to do. That's what we're doing here in ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? This is why you need to get in all black. Right. And stop, using this grace, using this time to thinking that you got all this time. And you're not, we really close, man. That's right. You're seeing this, you're seeing the Lord plague the earth. You're seeing that they're getting ready to shut this thing down again, man. You're seeing all these things that's going down in the earth. And you just at home, you know what I'm saying, thinking that, oh, well, when I get the courage, I'm going to come and I'm going to get in all black and I'm, you know what I'm saying? You think you got all this time, but you ain't got a lot of time. That's right. You don't have a lot of time, man. Okay? The people before Noah thought they had all day. They thought they had all the time. Like, man, it ain't about to rain. I mean, like, what is rain? They didn't know what rain was. They never seen rain before, so they didn't know what rain was. And sometimes when it did drizzle, they said, oh, snap, it drizzled. Right? And then what did they do today? Oh, the government just confirmed UFOs are real. What? I don't know about that, man. I ain't seen no UFO. And then maybe you might see one. You're like, I don't know. I'm not sure. Y'all were doing the same thing in that time, man. You know what I'm saying? A little raindrop there, a chariot there. Oh, snap. It ain't destroyed the earth, though. Right? But that day is coming, man. And that's what we're here to warn you. We're the prophets. We are prophets for real, man. We're not going to prophesy and tell you all sweet things and lovey-dovey and all this other stuff that your pastors have taught you, man. We're coming with the truth. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be too long with it. Salakia, can you give me where was we at?
Amos 5:18.
Oh, the water, sir. The water.
From the top.
Just from the top, the water.
Amos chapter 5, verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
Yeah, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, right? That you thinking that it's going to be all sweet and fun when Christ returns. Go ahead.
To what end is it for you?
Like, what end is it going to be for you? Do you even know what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know the Bible, you don't know the scriptures. You haven't learned under the ISUPK. You're not learning under the true priests and prophets. You're not keeping the commandments. You love eating pork and shrimp and crab and lobster. You know what I'm saying? You don't love your people. You don't love your nation. You don't want to help your people. You know what I'm saying? But you want to help yourself. You want to get the blessings for your own self. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't care about your nation. You know what I'm saying? And you got to come back, man. You got to come back. You got to come back to your nation, man.
And a lot of that's lucky. It stems from a selfishness, like you were saying, like people who desire the day of the Lord.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't want to put in the work. They don't want to put in their brick like we do.
It's work.
You know what I'm saying they don't want to put in the work as far as brotherhood and sisterhood goes, man.
Right.
They just want Christ to come back and you're saying, all right, I've gambled enough. I smoked enough. I had sex with whoever I wanted to have sex with.
Good night.
I lived the life that I wanted to. Now Christ is back. All right, it's over. Now I can chill. Now heaven can, so I can, you know what I'm saying, reclaim my place in heaven. Man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not that easy, man. That's the lazy way out, and that's not the great ways, man. There are more excellent ways to represent and hold it down for your culture, man.
That's right.
And that's through brotherhood and sisterhood, man. You know what I'm saying? We're showing brotherhood right now, but waking up our people. We're not allowing y'all to get comfortable, you know what I'm saying, with the times that we're in now. And you'd be a damn fool to try to expect a new normal, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The new normal is when Christ comes back, man. The new normal isn't going to be made manifest until the completion of World War III, man. You might as well get that in your head right now. Don't get comfortable, man.
That's right.
There is no new normal, man. It's going to get worse before it gets normal again, man. You know what I'm saying? We're waking you up. You know, so don't get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Don't go expecting and waiting for the Lord to come so you can stop working. You can stop worrying, man.
That's right.
Man, it's going to be a damn shame when the kingdom of Israel is established and you're you know what I'm saying, a janitor, man. You're cleaning toilets, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You can do more for your nation, man. Do something great, man. Hold it down, man. Put in your brick now, man. So put the blunt down, put the joint down. You know what I'm saying? Stop committing sin and stay in these classes, man. We're waking you up, man. We give a damn about you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't wait until the day of the Lord, man. Because like Amos 5:18 says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you?
Right.
The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a day of darkness. It's going to be a living horror movie, man.
That's right.
And a lot of y'all, that's what I was going to say, man. The oppressor has made all these UFO movies. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of, he's, what you call it, not discouraged you, but taking the seriousness out of what the chariots are. So you think it's just going to be a movie. Like, you're not even going to be, a lot of y'all ain't going to think it's going to be real.
That's right. Exactly.
When they show up in the skies, you go, oh, this is some kind of movie, or they're building spaceships for NASA or something. Hell no, man. When them chariots show up, that's your ass. You know
that's right.
You're gonna get, everybody's gonna get it. Every
that's
eye
right.
shall see. And everyone on earth, every nation on earth will know what time it is. They'll know
that's
that
right.
Christ is the black man and that the God of Israel is the nigga God, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He's coming back to avenge the crimes that were done against his people. So-called blacks, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans, man.
That's right.
We do not want for that day to come, man. But it's going to come. But we just pray you're on the right side, man. And gather yourselves together, Israel.
That's right.
So
come on. Come back to the law, statutes, commandments, man.
Come back to your culture, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Put on your culture, man.
You know what I'm saying? You might give me Matthew 18 and 28. Or Matthew 16 and 28. You know what I'm saying? We getting ready. We're going to do a couple more scriptures. We're going to go ahead and close it out. You know what I'm saying? It's time to come back to those law, statutes, commandments, man.
That's right.
You got that?
Come on.
Almost right, Christ.
All right, we're at the book of Matthew, chapter 16, verse 28. Verily I say unto you,
right,
there be some standing here which shall not taste of death.
Right. You know, some people think that means, you're not gonna die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people think that you're not going to see death, like you're not going to die, right, until you see Christ, right? But let me tell you what this means, right? What this means, I'm gonna explain this in the best way that I was taught, right? Let's say you have a favorite drink, right? Maybe you get a BS drink like E&J or something like that, right? Versus a really good drink like La Frog or something like that. Cavossier, something like that, something real good, right? Like, you might have that E&J, like, oh, and you thinking that's good, but somebody come in the room and say, no, you ain't, but you ain't taste this drink though. You ain't tried this one yet, right? This is what Christ is saying. Like, he's telling you, start from the beginning.
Verse 28. Verily I say unto you,
Right,
there be some standing here, which shall not taste of death.
Right, go ahead.
Till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom.
Right, like you may see all this death that's going on earth right now, right? You might be seeing all this destruction and these wars, and you might have seen murder and death. These things that you might have witnessed in earth, but you ain't seen death until you've seen. That's what he's telling you. You haven't seen death and destruction until you've seen Christ, man. When Christ coming back, he's not coming back. You know what I'm saying? When he coming back with these chariots, man, he's not coming back. When he comes back, it's gonna be more death and destruction that you've ever seen in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be you haven't seen it, is what he's saying. You haven't seen how bad this can really be until you see me. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Or is that on it?
That's it, sir.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he's saying right there, man. So where am I going next? Can you go to Isaiah 13:11, and then we're gonna do one more and we out. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? So this is not the time to, just chill and, be in the world. It's not the day to not keep coming back to the Lord and keep those laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay. It's time to get yourself right. You know what I'm saying? Get cleaned up, man. Be cleansed. Keep those commandments, man. You know what I'm saying? Learn. Come get in class, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that day ain't coming, man. Okay. Those chariots, when the Most High send those chariots, man, those chariots, you're gonna see your oppressors trying to fight a war with God, with those chariots, with Christ, and it's gonna be like nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like nothing for Christ and the angels to fight. Like, as a matter of fact, the Lord actually wants. This scripture talks about the Lord telling the earth and all the kings of the earth and the Babylon, this mystery Babylon the Great, America, telling them to get strong, man. Make sure everything is tight. Make sure your weapons is good, your lasers is good, your missiles is good. Make sure your men is strong. Y'all need to drink water. Is the power grid good? You know what I'm saying? Are y'all gonna be good in the winter? Like, he's telling you to make sure you tight, bro. Because when Christ comes back, Floyd Mayweather, right? Floyd Mayweather is the best fighter in the world, right? He hasn't lost one fight, but he don't fight any old body. He just don't be fighting. He's not gonna fight. Like, what is your record? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who have you fought? You know what I'm saying? What's your record? What's your record looking like? He don't fight and get in the ring with anybody, because then you'll just beat him up and then just be like, well, okay, well, you fought him. Who was that guy? That dude wasn't nothing. That's all he had. That's all he's only had 2 wins and 18 losses. That ain't nobody. Are you bragging about that? You see what I'm saying? That's how it is. The Most High wants our oppressor and all these kings to be strong, so that when he comes to fight, it's gonna be like, when people be like, oh man, oh my goodness, the Most High beat the crap out of these people, and I thought those people were strong. I thought they were mighty. I thought they were just powerful, man. They had jets and missiles and nuclear bombs and guns and military and all these things I've never seen before, lasers. And the Most High is telling you, no, man, get your strong, man. Get it. Make sure you tight, man. Because when I come, the world's gonna through that fight. The world is going to know who the Lord is. They're gonna know the Lord, because they're gonna know that the Most High is not a man to play with, man. Because he came and whooped up on your oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Beat him up. You know what I'm saying? And it was like nothing. was like Mike Tyson fighting some old, little, maybe a child, man. It's gonna be like nothing. It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's gonna be danger, man. Can you give me a wait? Where you got right now? Where you at right now?
Isaiah 13:11.
Okay, Most High Christ. Okay, we almost done.
That. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 11.
Right, go ahead.
And I will punish the world for their evil.
The Most High is going to punish the world for their evil, right? And he's already starting it right now with coronavirus.
Right.
Go ahead.
And the wicked for their iniquity.
Right, and the wicked for their iniquity. Right? So it means all these nations that have been evil to so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the Lord's going to judge them. All these, you know what I'm saying? These nations that have taken our land and our identity, you know what I'm saying? And taking all our gold, you know what I'm saying? They, like the Spaniards came in, they took all the gold out of Dominican Republic, the land of Hispaniola. They took all the gold out of Puerto Rico, which the word Puerto Rico means rich port. You know what I'm saying? They took all the gold out of there. Like they just took gold from wherever they found it, man. Mexico, they stole, you know what I'm saying? Identity, land, riches, wealth, people, you know what I'm saying? During slavery, they took so-called Black, Hispanics, Native Americans in slavery and on slave ships and sold them all throughout the earth. Stolen people, stolen religions, stolen the Lord's word and claim it for themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's also talking about our nations, man. I mean, excuse me. Yeah, our nation that swearing by another God, that have followed other gods, man, and worship Buddha or Allah, a rock. You worship a rock, man, and calling that your God. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you might, some brothers out there worship woman. They think woman is God. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just craziness, man. You know what I'm saying? It's craziness out here. Like, the Lord's going to just come back and destroy the wicked out of the earth, man. Destroy all these. It ain't going to be no more idols to worship. And it's not going to be no more doctrines and philosophies that's contrary to the Lord. It's not going to be any of that. When Christ comes back with these chariots, it's not going to be a great day. It's going to be a day of judgment. You know what I'm saying? A day of reconcile. You understand? Is that on the internet?
Sir. Isaiah 13?
Okay.
From the top, Isaiah chapter 13, verse 11.
Right.
And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity.
Right. Go ahead.
And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease.
Right. The arrogancy of the proud, right? Like you might be somewhere in this land right here, right? America. And you just a real patriot. You just, you so arrogant. Like let me tell you something, man. Whenever you listening to somebody like, you'll ask somebody, say, hey man, North Korea, man, they getting their nukes ready. You know what I'm saying? And then what does that arrogant person will say? They'll say, oh man, we'll crush them, man. We'll crush them, man. They ain't nothing, man. Oh, what Iran talking about that? Man, we'll blow that place off the face of the earth. Man, ain't nothing. The Lord's going to come in and destroy the arrogancy out of the earth, man. It's not going to be a time to be arrogant because now you're going to fight against the Most High God.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to be bringing and you be talking about, I can crush them. And it ain't going to be like the movies, man. It's going to be real quick. It's going to be a fast war, man. A real quick one. One that you're going to be like, damn, man, all this stuff. Let me throw this out. We can't follow this stuff no more, man. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead. Is that it on that?
One last part of the verse. And will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
Right, the proud, right? The pride of the terrible, right? Like when we go into Obadiah, when it's talking about Edom, the nation of Edom, which is so-called white man, your pride hath deceived thee. Like, you thought, what I'm saying, that you was, you thought you was it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you was, like this nation was gonna go on and on and on and on and on. Right? The same thing with these kingdoms, man. They think they eating from our oppressor. But the Lord is saying, your pride has deceived y'all. You know what I'm saying? This place is gonna be, the Lord is gonna make this place desolate according to the Bible. Okay? So like, you mind reading this?
What do we got here? We're
gonna wrap it up. This is Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 5, right? This is going to be when Christ returns. This is what you're going to see, right? This is what we would tell the priests and prophets of the Most High has been teaching you so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans that it's time to return and come back to these laws, such as commandments. You know what I'm saying? And get yourself together before the day of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And it's not going to be a day where, like we said, like nobody, like the Christian church teaches that no one's going to see Christ when he returns. Nobody's going to see that day when that day comes, right? It's just going to be people disappearing and, disappearing from wherever they were at. If they believed in Christ, then they're just going to disappear. But as the scripture said, every eye is going to see the Lord. And every eye is going to see the glory of the Most High. Every eye is going to see so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. He's going to see our salvation. They're going to see our salvation. You know what I'm saying? They're going to see us get redemption and be saved. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But go ahead.
What are we at? Chapter 1, verse 5? Chapter
right.
5, verse 1. This wisdom of Solomon in the Apocrypha, chapter 5, verse 1.
Right. Go ahead.
Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness.
Right. The righteous man. The righteous man is who? The righteous man is the so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the true Israelites, according to the Bible, that have come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, and serve the Most High in righteousness.
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying? In these laws. You understand? Go ahead.
Salaki. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him.
Right. So we're going to be looking at our oppressor, and we're going to be bold. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a bold day, just like right now, man. Right now, we are bold on those corners. When we stand on those corners, and we say our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We stand in great boldness. Right? Go ahead.
And made no account of his labors. We're
not even looking for reparations anymore. Right? We looking for dominion.
That's right.
Rulership.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord in the book of Psalms, it says, "Ask for the heathen, it shall be given to thee." Right? That's what we asking for. We praying for that. We praying to have the heathen. You know what I'm saying? We want them to be out. We want to rule over them. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled.
When they see what?
When they see it.
When they see the salvation, right? When they see the glory of the Lord coming, you know what I'm saying? With his chariots to save the so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Go ahead.
They shall be troubled with terrible fear.
No, they're gonna be happy.
They shall be troubled with terrible fear.
They're gonna feel great, and they're just gonna be so happy that the Lord's come.
They shall be troubled with terrible fear.
They're gonna be troubled with terrible fear.
Right.
Right? It's not gonna be like how you love to go skydiving. No, it's not gonna be how you love to, you know what I'm saying, to climb mountains, with no rope and just thinking that you just what's that dude? Tom Cruise. You know what I'm saying? In the movie Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
You ain't that. That day is not coming, man. This is gonna be a fearful, terrible, frightening day. Go ahead.
And shall be amazed.
They're gonna be amazed. It's gonna be filled with terrible fear, and be amazed at the same time. It's gonna be like, oh my gosh. Right, go ahead.
At the strangeness of his salvation.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. Look at these so-called UFOs. They're coming out to save the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans from the destruction of their oppressor. Look at this, man. Look at these lights, man. What's going on with these so-called UFOs? Right? These chariots, these flying rolls, these wheel within a wheel. Go ahead.
So far beyond all that they looked for.
Oh, they're gonna be more afraid with fear and tremble more than they've ever even thought of, more than they've ever imagined, more than they've ever looked for. Right? They love looking for fear and living life on the edge and danger, but it's going to be far more worse than they've ever imagined or even thought of. Go ahead.
Right. Verse 3. And they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, shall say within themselves.
Right. So they're going to be like, oh my goodness, man. That was them. These were the Israelites. Go ahead.
This was he.
Like, this is who?
This was he.
It's talking about the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. Go ahead.
This was he whom we had sometimes in derision.
Right. Like, they putting you off, man. They wrote you off, man. Black, Hispanic, Native, they ain't nothing, man. They on the bottom of the earth, man. These people are nothing. You know, we can put our businesses in their neighborhoods, and we can take all the wealth and all the commerce, all the money out of their neighborhoods, and they ain't never gonna rise up, man. They ain't nothing, man.
Right.
These people are nothing. They're just black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. They're not the children of Israel. They're not the children of God. You know what I'm saying? These are not the priests and prophets of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? That's written of in the scriptures. That's what that's what they were saying, but they're gonna say something different in this day. Go ahead.
And a proverb of reproach.
Right, go ahead.
Verse 4. We fools accounted his life madness.
Oh man, these people are crazy, man. Don't listen. When they tell these immigrants to come over to these ports, when they come in, they get in like these Ethiopians and these Africans and these other nations, right? They say don't deal with the black Hispanic Native Americans. They're briefed on that. That's what they're told. Don't you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And his end to be without honor.
Right, because these people are crazy, man. Their end is without honor, man. You can't build with them. They ain't nothing. They ain't never gonna be nothing. Go ahead.
Verse 5. How is he numbered among the children of God?
Man, how are these people numbered among the children of the Most High God? How are these people so great? You know what I'm saying? Why is the Lord sending these chariots to save this nation? You know what I'm saying? Like, how is this happening? How? I thought he was crazy. I thought these people were just crazy, delusional. I thought they were just criminals, right? Go ahead.
And his lot is among the saints.
Right. This is what our lot is, man. We are among the saints of the Most High God. We are the saints. A saint is an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? And listen, we're not gonna hold class too long. But listen, with that, we're gonna end the class. Okay? Is that on it? No. Okay, Most High God. We'll finish that.
Finish it?
Yeah, go ahead, finish it, and we'll end it.
Verse 6.
Oh, okay. Is that it on it?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, Most High Christ. All right. So with that, man, you know what I'm saying? The class was, you know what I'm saying? The so-called UFOs and the judgment of the Lord, man. The impending judgment of the Lord. Okay? And this is what we went over, man. We're trying to tell you to repent and come back to the Most High God and start keeping those laws, statutes, and commandments so that you so-called black, Hispanic, Native Americans, so that you don't be numbered with the wicked, numbered with the people that's going to be saying, how are these people numbered with amongst saints? And how are these people of the Most High? I thought they were crazy. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to find out different. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to go ahead and end it with that. And we're going to get with the security announcements. So lock it. All right.
This is the ISUPK security announcement. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only.
Right.
They are here to shed themselves of the world.
That's right.
If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, found in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Ma'ashera means tenth in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priest. Not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. We have the memorial of the blowing of trumpets, which is the first day of the 7th month. That will be for this year, Monday, September 6th, 2021. And this can be found in Leviticus chapter 23, verses 24 through 25. Remind Akim and Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, I hand the class back to Officer Nakwa.
All right, Most High in Christ, the water priest. All right, and with that, we're gonna end it with a UPK banger, and I also want to say Shalom, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Barakatah to all the brothers and
To all the sisters.
to all the sisters.
Shalom. Yahweh Shema Alatam Bahasham Yahweh Shah.
Damn right. All right. So with that, we're going to end it with a UPK banger, and we're going to just like that. All right.
All right. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this class, Israel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The work never stops. The classes never stop, man.
That's right. After that, man.
I just want to see my enemies fall. Yeah. Hey, look, I just want to pop. So my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just want to pop.
That's UPK?
Get them 20s where they fall. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just want to pop. Hey, I hope you proud too. And if you want, I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just want to pop.
I heard the song. I didn't know it was
a
brother from UPK.
Trying to build my own city, homie. Enough room to put my niggas on it. Just start a couple business on it. Fuck any heathen, never shitting on me. Yeah.
Spencer.
Public housing we done lived through. Trying to put that in my
It's
real view.
Barack is his
All
name?
roads, what I still do. I can see the picture with a clear view. Gotta separate the snakes.
Okay.
And all you fuck niggas that's gon' hate. Daily pray to God,
So?
don't catch another case. But this is my risk that I feel I gotta take. Only certain niggas, they gon' feel this. Still deliver verses on that real shit. If I get a couple million, I'ma bust this shit down with these children. I just wanna pop. So my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna pop. Forget them 20s where they crawled. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna pop. Hey, I hope you proud too. And if you want, I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna pop. Hey, just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna pop. Hey, don't get up out of pills, homie.
That's him? Oh.
Got killers with them rounds on them. Feel like a faded from the drum. Look, don't make me make the people rain down on them. I can give a fuck if you rock blue. And I was so whooped from the Fruit Town crew. Cops still shoot us every time we move. They hate you, nigga, like they hate me too. Just know that for the hood is a weapon. Building on a zone, get protected. Too many sisters in the city been molested. Now I'm stacking soldiers off the block like it's Texas. Woo. Know that truth can give you chills, don't it? Steady ringing in your ears, won't it? If I'm blessed to make a meal, I'ma bust that shit down with my real homies. I just wanna bow. So my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Forget them 20s where they crawled. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Hey, I hope you proud too. And if you want, I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Hey, just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Hey. Yeah. To all them children. You grew up with parents strung out on drugs. Yeah.
Doctor.
I just wanna bow. Hope you do too. And I hope you do too. Yeah. Man, to the brother that had a real. And she loved him for whatever reason. Yeah. I just wanna bow. I hope you do too. And to the sister Joe said they had that nigga leaving. Yeah. Nigga, I just wanna bow. So my niggas is locked up. I hope you do too. But I hope you niggas see the light of day. Yeah, I just wanna bow. I just wanna bow.
Hey, shalom, Israel.